This is my 2011 Triumph America. I bought it new. First year with electronic fuel injection, and it's been flawless. This was my weekender bike. It's only got a little over 27,000 miles on it. I used to commute to work on my my Suzuki Intruder, and the Triumph America was my weekender. And I used to ride it on Patriot Guard. Boy, I can't talk today. Patriot Guard missions when I was in California. I did about 100 of those, and so I did. I don't know how many I did on this bike. Quite a few. So it's mostly highway miles. A little over 27,000 miles, and the only damage on it is. One time I was out camping, I caught a damn squirrel eating the back of the backrest for the pillion. But other than that, I think it's in really good shape. It's got a lot of extras. I had the dealer put in a tachometer when the bike was new. There it is. Hopefully that's in focus. Trip 1. Trip 2, that's since the last oil change, 311 miles. It's got a clock on it, and there's the total mileage, 27,263 miles right now. It has, I added a clock and a thermometer to the handlebars. The thermometer's never been accurate. It's cheap Chinese junk. The clock works, but the battery's dead. Sorry about that. This switch here, after you turn the bike on and before you turn it off, you want to throw the switch. I'm going to turn the bike off so you can hear it. Alright, sorry, almost dropped the phone. So this switch here is the bike has a DVR wired up to it, a camcorder with front and rear cameras. And after you start the bike, you turn the camcorder on. Before you shut it off, you turn the camcorder off. The reason I've got that switch in there is because when you start the bike, it cuts out the circuit that goes to the DVR. So the DVR starts and then it immediately cuts out again, and that tends to screw it up. So we don't do that. That's the only thing you have to remember. Here is that's the front camera. I think you can see it. It's got a protective little plastic. There's like a scratch here, or crack, but it's not over the lens part. If you can see that. That's a protective plastic over the lens. So that doesn't seem to affect the picture quality at all. And the rear one is back here. You see it? Can you see the rear camera? I bet you can't. It's right here. Here it is. So these stickers are reflective. I think they are. I think these are the reflective ones. Anyways, these are Viking hard bags. Key locks. The bike will come with, I've got it wired for a trickle charger, and in here I'll include the battery tender trickle charger that comes with the bike. And also I've got this hooked up. It's kind of taped in place so it won't fall apart, but you can plug this in to that trickle charger port while you're riding, and take this in and plug it into your phone. Keeps your phone charged. I'm also going to include a Cardo Q1 Scala rider. And those are it's a Bluetooth headset set. There's two of them, one for you and one for your passenger. It just bolts onto your helmet, the side of your helmet. It's very small. The actual unit itself unclips, so you can take it in and recharge it with a USB-C and things like that. So you can have two-way communications between you and your rider, and also listen to FM radio and make Bluetooth phone calls. Let's open this. Okay, I dropped my phone again. I'm going to break my phone trying to show you all of this stuff. What was I saying? Oh, so the Cardo, I'll show you that in a second. There's pictures of it. The Cardo unit allows you to also make and receive phone calls, because it hooks up, the way it communicates is through Bluetooth on your cell phone. So you put your cell phone in the saddlebag, you plug the thing in to keep it charged, use navigation with voice prompts, and you can hear them in your headset. And you can also take and make phone calls. You can program it to, so when you press it, it calls a specific number. I always used to tell it to call the house, and I could call my wife and say, hey, I'm on my way home. What do you need from the store? In case I had to stop and get milk or something like that. Cardo intercom system uses Bluetooth. So I'm going to include this too. I think this goes, I think I paid $200 for this, something like that. There's all this stuff to mount it. Everything is here. There's even extra stuff. Don't think you'll need to buy any more Velcro. You might want some little bit of industrial strength Velcro, but I don't think so. All of the guides, instructions, manuals, everything is here. This is the Q1 team set. And there's the quick start guide. So what you do is there's a little thing goes on the side of your helmet. Wear a helmet. By the way, I almost forgot. If you do not have a motorcycle endorsement, do not contact me about buying this bike. I will not sell it to you. If you do not have a motorcycle endorsement, you are not getting this bike. Period. Don't even consider it. It's not worth. Don't even call me. I don't even want to talk to you. Anyways, there's a little mount that goes on the side of your helmet and connects to this. This is detachable, so you can take it off, recharge it. It recharges with USB micro adapter. Has an FM radio receiver in it. You can make telephone calls because it hooks up to your cell phone. So the way this works is you the thing that connects on the side of your helmet is just a little doohickey. You don't really notice it. The microphone and the earphones plug into that. You put the microphone and earphones in your helmet wherever you want them. It'll work with full face or half face or anything, whatever you want, but you do need a helmet for it because you need to have a place to hang the stuff. And you connect it to your cell phone via Bluetooth. So the two units each get their own channel on Bluetooth, and so they can connect together. That means that you can take and make phone calls while you're riding down the road. I've done it many times, and that's a really, really nice function. Completely hands-free phone call while you're riding, if you're in cell phone distance, is awesome. The rest of the time, you can talk to each other over the Bluetooth. Hence, the way to have the cell phone charging inside the hard bags. And these are who makes these? Viking hard bags. They're key locks. I have the keys for them, and yeah, Viking. And you don't want to overload them. You don't want to put too much weight in there. I think they say 7 pounds. I wouldn't go much more than that. But that's actually a lot of stuff, especially lightweight like sweaters or jackets, vests, um, chaps, stuff like that. Stuff you need in Arizona that you're always putting on and taking off. They hold them real nice. You put a few tools in there, and Bob's your uncle. Anyway, so I'm going to include the Scala rider. That also comes with the bike. All free. If it don't work, it's your problem. But we used it every time we went out. No problem at all. And like I said, they even have FM radios in there. So if you're on a long ride and you're on the highway and it's boring, you can pop up the FM radio on it and dial in a frequency that you like, the station you like, and listen to whatever. So, and you can actually hear it, unlike having external speakers, which are obnoxious, and who the hell can actually hear those things? So, all right, I'm going to include this combination cable lock. Here is the DVR unit. I've got it velcroed in there, and so you can watch and record. The SD card goes in here. You can plug in an external source. You can take this in the house, whatever. I just pop the card out, take it in, and download the videos when I've got something interesting. And I've got it set to record 5-minute segments. You can program that the way you want. It keeps doing 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, front and back, front and back, front and back, until it fills up the memory, and then it starts over. And it starts overwriting those files unless you have decided you want to save one. And the way you do that is, if the bike were to fall over, you had an accident, God forbid. We don't want that to happen. There you go. Triumph America. Triumph. Like I said, I bought this bike brand new. Has a lock on here. I've got the key for that. That locks the steering, so makes the bike a little harder to steal. And there's a button under here, which when I press it, will save whatever segment of video is currently being recorded. So every time I press that, it'll save the 5 minutes from the front camera and the 5 minutes from the back camera that it's recording at that time. Also, down here, I don't know if you can see that, I'll include a photo. I got lights on the engine just because it looks cool at night, parked in front of your favorite bar. So there you go. I'll include pictures of some of the other stuff. I've got, you're going to get a ATV motorcycle bike jack, a Craftsman. It's a really good one. I've had it for years. Used it with different motorcycles. It's never let me down. And the Cardo unit, I've got 4 genuine Triumph oil filters for it. That I haven't used yet. An oil filter ranch. The filters come with the, I've also got the crush washer, so you don't have to go looking for those. If you don't know what that is, you'll see as soon as you take the oil filter off, there'll be a little washer in there. You need that just to make sure that you get a good tight seal. I am going to miss this bike. I can't As I was saying, I can't ride this bike anymore. My arthritis has gotten too bad. It's too uncomfortable. And I've been riding for over 25 years. So it isn't like I didn't have fun, but I did replace the hand controls with adjustable ones. These are Vortex. I did that because it was bothering my hands so much that I thought maybe this would make it a little easier. It didn't. It didn't really help me. But, you know, maybe I don't have them adjusted right or whatever. But they're nice. So you'll be able to set those up the way you want. And there you go. I want $4,000 for the bike, which includes the DVR, which as far as I know is working. The Cardo unit, which I know works. I've got the manual that comes with it. I've got a bag that's got all that stuff in it, including the Chilton maintenance manual for it. I have all the maintenance records from when I bought it. If anybody cares to look at them, I got them, but it's pretty boring. I mean, it's only 27,200 plus miles on the bike. And here is, if you can see it, I've got a walked in with too much junk in my shed. There's the Craftsman lift that I'll include. And works really, really well. One thing you want to do is make sure you use tie-down straps when you put your bike on there. Just in case you're doing something strenuous and you push on the bike too hard, you don't want it to fall over and ruin your day. So, here it is. I sure do love this bike, but those days are over. Time to move on. Give me a call.